Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 399 of the Level Up program and day number 109 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing the blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Jerry Mitchell checking in number one, followed up by Uncle Hoku, Kevin Scott, Trampy, and a Lazy Dog. So good morning to all. We're going to continue on with the Level Up Challenge. Our starting bankroll today is $2,626. And yes, we did get back to that break-even point and made a profit of $7 yesterday on that last shooter. Yesterday, if you watched the show, it was a phenomenal show. We had DI amazing yesterday. And I'm laughing because we threw a shit ton of sevens yesterday. In fact, we had 10 come out sevens yesterday. And I think we had 19 sevens in total with only 64 throws yesterday. So we were definitely influencing the dice, just not in the right direction that we wanted to go to. Good morning, Ken, and good morning, Coach Joe. So let's get started here. Our goal is 265. Make sure if you hit goal today, you put in the chat, let everybody know that you made goal. And we got 9 people on Crapsee ready to go. We got 13 people watching on YouTube ready to go. And let's get her started. No line bets here. We're going to level 4 of the program today. So let's get our first point established. We're going to start off with a 6-2-6-4 dice set. And dice out. And we got a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend Win it and Daddy Joe. So let's mark the point at 10 and we'll get the day started. 6-2-6-4 with a 6-4 result. So that's going to be primary on top on that left side and a single pitch away on the right side. Good morning, Mike, and good morning, Ada. And we've got 220 on the inside is what we're going to start off with. 50 on the 5 and 9, 60 on at 6 and 8. Stick with this cousin one set, 6-2-6-4. And we'll go all bet set here. Good morning, Joel. JR22 checking in. Nice out. Slightly short in the landing zone. We have 3-2-5, Justice 5. So it's mark, or not mark. We're going to get our first hit of 5. That'll be our first hit, if I can talk straight today. So 3-2-5. And we're going to pressure up the 5 and 9 to $85 each. So we're going to add in $35 on each. And again, we're looking for inside numbers here. Stick with the 6-2-6-4. That last roll was, and the both dice off axis was a drift right, in fact. So implosion on the left side, explosion on the right side. Good morning, Josh Johnson. You are a new name to our Level Up program. Welcome to Level Up. So all bets set here. 16 people on Crapsee, 16 people watching, 7 likes. Dice out. Well, both dice landed and they jumped to the right. We got a 2-6-8, the Duracell 8. So we hit number 2 for the shooter. Single pitch away on the left side, primary on top on the right side. Again, stick with this 6-2-6-4, and we're going to pressure both the 6 and 8 up to $96 now. So all of our inside bets are pressed up. So looking for inside hits. 6-2-6-4. Days up. Ooh, we had a little bit of a jump on the left die. 6-1-7 out. So we did not get all the shooter. We were close. Closer than yesterday. So it's gonna be a short roll to start off the day. 4 rolls long. We needed as an inside hit. We would have been in profit for the shooter. And we would have been past that break even point in profit. So but we're gonna stick with the Cosmo on set. And hopefully we do not have a repeat of what happened yesterday. Again, if you, like I said, if you've watched all the way through to the end, we actually had 2 decent shooters at the end. We had a 10 roller, and that one, the quality of that roll wasn't the best because we had quite a few craps numbers tied in there. But the last shooter was 20 rolls long, and we actually had several repeat 6s and 8s. Enough to bring us back because we were down almost $1,000 going into that last shooter, and we came back, got that $1,000 back, and made a profit of $7. 6-2, 6-4, dice out. Ooh, that was high energy. High energy. We got a 5-3-8. That is the grape ape. Not really going to analyze that one because that one hit off that back wall pretty hard. Something I don't want to repeat. And they flew back probably, I would say, about 2 feet each. So that was not preferred. 6-2, 6-4. Once we get a landing zone and energy level down, release down, we can really start hopefully hammering these numbers. Again, 220 on the inside. And we'll call that all bets set. We're up to 16 people on Crapsee, 17 people on YouTube. Days out. They spun apart already and they're not comfortable, so let's regrip them. And we got 3-2-5 again. That's Justice 5. That is a repeat dice result from the first shooter. Oops. And that's going to be an implosion, explosion, another drift right of the dice. So we are getting both dice off axis early on and semi-regular here in the beginning, which is not always a good thing. We're going to again go up to 85 on that 5 and 9. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. So yeah, yesterday was frustrating. It got to the point where it was actually becoming comical towards the end, before the last 2 shooters. I split apart when they were released from my fingers. We have a Buckeye buckshot here, not a Buckeye buckshot, but we have a repeat 415, the trucking camper. So that's going to get us out of the shooter. So shooter number 2, we got to that break-even point, and now we can go on to level 3 of the or step 3 of level 4. So we're going to bring our bets down. And we're going to go to $48 on the 6, $48 on the 8. We'll go 40 on that 5. And we are going to go with $25 on the field. Okay, we're going to use that field to spread our numbers across. Good morning, Craig. Checking in here. So again, 6-2, 6-4. The last roll was a double pitch on the right side, explosion on the left side, 1 dice off axis. And all bet set. And we got a 5-4 hard 9 to Big Daddy Mac. So that is going to be Single pitch towards us on that left die. And we had a 4 on the other side, so that was a single pitch away. So that's a good double pitch of the dice. Why did all my bets disappear on there on Crapsee? What happened here? Oh, I entered in the wrong number on Crapsee. I am so sorry, guys. Oh my God, that is my mess up. I apologize to everybody. Yeah. I'm gonna repeat my bet here, and if you just want to push repeat or whatever, guys, I'm gonna make your bets work in here. I will tell you that I'm gonna throw a 415 in here, just so everybody gets paid out to some money here. So I'll let everybody get their bets in here. I'm gonna roll 415 so we get the 0.8 on Crapsee, so that way Crapsee and our KPI is working together. Damn it! I apologize on that. That is my fault. So let's go off. I'm sorry, we're gonna go with an 8. Yeah. So we're gonna go with what is it? 5-3. We'll go. So that way we get that 0.8. Damn it. Okay. Well, that messes my stuff up here a little bit, but anyhow, we are gonna go $25 on that 9. We're gonna go $25 on the field again, and we're gonna be hopefully getting one more hit here, so we can spread across. I wish there was a way in Crapsee to go through, and hopefully on a future episode or edition here, we'll be able to go through and change that, just like I can on KPI. But we got 6-2, 6-4, dice out. Sorry about that, everyone. And there's our 3-4-7. So that's going to really mess up the numbers on Crapsee here. So we're going to have to make extra money back. At least I'm gonna. I lost 186 on that one, and I lost 161 on that mistake. So technically our bankroll should be 161 more than what I have showing here. But it is what it is. We'll make that up, hopefully. Lazy dog made goal. I got another bruised rib from getting kicked like a bad dog. Mulligan, says Jerry. Thank you, my friend. And I will try to get the right numbers in here now, Joel. So anyhow, so let's go all bet set. This shooter number 3. Damn it. And we got a 145 truck and camper. So it's marked a 0.5. So this time we are going to be paying extra attention to make sure we get the right numbers in. And that's going to be a double pitch on that left side, single pitch away on the right side. So that is going to be a single pitch of the dice, both on access. And we have a 0.5 for Crapsee. Again, 220 on the inside. And this time we will hopefully get everything entered in correctly as we go forward. 6-2, 6-4. And all bet set. That's all. Way long on that. We got another 145. That is a Buckeye buckshot. So there's a truck king camper. So we'll be looking for a new point here. We're going to go to, again, $85 on a 5 and 9. And then we'll turn our bets off.
Stick with the 6-2, 6-4.
And again, that was a single pitch of the dice there. So all that said, you're a funny lazy dog. Dice up. And we got 3-5-8, the grape ape. That was a terrible throw. So let's mark the point of 8. The funny thing about mistake was my energy levels are kind of low today because I'm trying to concentrate more on my throw, so we don't repeat what we did yesterday. And here I'm concentrating on the throw so much that I wasn't obviously concentrating on what I entered in on Crapsee. So, but anyhow, we got 18 people playing along. We got 20 people watching, 11 likes. Dice out. Looking for inside numbers. And we got 2-6-8. And that is another Buckeye buckshot. Wow. Okay. So hopefully you guys are making a little bit of money off of that. Again, I'm not playing any line bets. I'm just doing my inside numbers. So we're going to press that 6 and 8 up to $96 each. Good morning, Mel. And then once we get that up to 96 each, we will turn the bets off. And again, 6-2, 6-4. Those are primary on top on the right side, single pitch away on the left side. It's the single pitch of the dice. And I'm bet set. Let's go dice up. And we got a 4-3-7 on the come out. And that one, the dice kind of like dribbled into the back wall. But that left one got a little bit ahead of the right one. It's a pass line winner. Come out natural. Like Alfredo says, do not work to come out. Especially yesterday. We had, like I said, we had 10 come out 7s yesterday. And we'll go all bets set right away. Dice off. Our box numbers are still turned off. And we have Magic Aces 1-1-2. So that was a pass line loser this time, but it is one of the bookends. And that's going to be a primary on the bottom side. So this morning I was watching a little bit of the Olympic wrestling, which is my #1 sport that I love watching. It's freestyle wrestling. And the two people that I watched this morning was Spencer Lee, who was in the 57 kilogram category, who was considered to be one of the best college wrestlers of all time and one of the best in the world at the 57 kilograms. And the other guy I watched was Aaron Brooks, and they both won. He was in a weight class above the 57. I think that's 81 kilogram. And he also won his match as well. So that was the first round. So looking for a point here. First round for the freestyle Olympic wrestling started this morning. Dice out. And we got 3-5-8, the grape ape. So let's mark the point of 8 once again. And tomorrow they're going to have the heavyweights in the class that's under heavyweights wrestling. So this will be Kyle Dake, and I think Mason Paris is the heavavyweight for the United States. So it'll be fun watching those guys as well. I'm guessing no one here is interested in that stuff, but I am. So it is what it is. 6268. Looking for an inside number here. That's out. Three, 4, 7. So we're gonna switch over to that cousin 2 set. That is the 3, 4, 7's been popping up way too often. 4 7s out of 17 rolls. All we need is an extra inside hit there. We would have been out of the shooter and we would have been in profit for that shooter. So not only was I making mistakes on Crapsee, I'm making mistakes in the dice roll here. So I will hopefully turn this around here down. So again, no line bets for me. All of our numbers on Crapsee are terrible. We're a -5 across, -4 inside, -9 outside, and -14 on the fields. Yeah, the numbers are really not that good at all. But we'll go all bet set and shooter number 4 here for the day. And we're going to start off with a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro. Less than our table. Whoops, 6-4 this time. 6-4, 6-2. That was a cousin 2 set. We got a 6-5. So it's going to be a single pitch towards us on the right side, primary on top on the left side. Big reds are way up. They are 100%, Joe. And yesterday, like you said, did not help things. 64 rolls, I think, yesterday, and we had 27s. So roughly a third of the rolls were 7s yesterday. Again, that's a form of dice influence, just not the numbers that we're looking for. But dice out. 6-4, 6-2. I stay cross on us. We have 1-3-4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So let's mark the point of 4. That's gonna be a double pitch on that left side. And explosion on the right side. So 1 dice off axis. Again, we're gonna go 220 on the inside. And we'll hopefully get out of the shooter for once and make some profits so we can get some of that money back for the day. And all bet set. And we have 3-3 hard, 6 to double degen. So again, that's going to be an explosion on that right die, single pitch towards us on the left side. So again, 1 dice off axis. And we're going to pressure at 6 and 8 up to $96 each. Six, 4, 6, 2. And dice out. And another 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. That is a parlay of the day. As a parlay with SJ. So we got out of the shooter now. That's awesome. Let's bring our bets down and let's go 160 across right away. We have $182 brought back to the rack, 160 on the table. And let's start trend betting our numbers up, our bets up. So all bets set. Dice out. Slow day today on Crapsee as well as on YouTube viewership. Either everybody's sleeping in or they're irritated with my rolls. 639. That is the easy 9 to soft frank. Primary on top on that left side. And that's going to be another explosion on the right side. So our dice is consistently exploding on that right side. But Ken, you're 100% accurate on that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But it's influenced nonetheless, in my opinion, because again, we are hitting the same numbers, different numbers every day, but the same numbers consistently throughout the programs here, same 3-4 numbers. Today we're on the 5s and 8s. Them are our strong numbers here today. We're going to go to $35 on that 9. And we'll call it all bet set. Okay, so. Dice are comfortable, regrip them. And we have a 145, the trucking camper. That is a repeat dice result consistently today. And we're going to go to $35 on that 5 as well. We have 252 brought back to the rack, 180 on the table. 6-4, 6-2 is the dice set. And consistently our right dice is off axis, so that's fine by me. Double pitch on that left side. Dice up. And we had a 4-2-6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. That's going to be primary on the front side on both dice. So it's primary hit. We're going to go to, what are we going to go? We're going to go to $42 on that 6. 287 brought back, 192 on the table. 6-4, 6-2. And we'll go dice out. That right one jumped over and it rolled over. Perfect. We have a hard 6 again. 3-3 hard 6 double D-gem. There was a bad number that was showing before that last little roll. Almost looked like a bubble craps the way it rolled right at the end there. So that is a nice hit there again. We're going to go to $60 on that 6 now. $336 brought back, $210 on the table. I wouldn't have made that mistake earlier with the entry on Crapsee. I would be back to break even if I took all my money off the table, or just pretty close to that. So 4, 6-2, dice out. Ooh, that left one took off on us a little bit, but we have a 4, 6, 10. Waylon's best friend win it, and Big Ben. That's going to be a single pitch away in the on the left die and a primary on top on the right side. And we're going to go to $50 on that 10. Six, 4, 6, 2 is working well for us. We're going to hit double digits here. And they out. And that'll be the end of this roll, 437 again. So got a little bit longer, a little bit better quality roll in this one. 6, 4, 6, 2 is the dice sets. 4, 3 is the 7 result. And that one we are hitting pretty much inside numbers there. Oh, mostly box numbers. We had 111, but the rest of them were box numbers. So we're at $2,205 for our bankroll. So that puts us down $420, and then we had lost 161 on that mistake earlier on with entering the wrong number. So so that puts us down a little bit over $200 for the day so far. So, and you got to remember the first one out of the first 3 shooters we actually got out of them. So we got half of the shooters we got to that break-even point already. So no bet set here. Dice out. I feel like I'm kind of rambling along here. And we got a 4-2-6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. It's marked a point of 6. And again, this can be a primer in the front side on both dice. So 220 inside will go. 5s and 8s, Trampy. Yep, that's what my numbers are today. And we threw a couple 6s in there also. So 6s are starting to catch up with the 5s and 9s a little bit, or 5s and 8s. 6, 4, 6, 2. Oh, that's that. And we have a hard 8 this time, square pair. See which way on the left side. This can be a implosion on the right side when it's up axis. We're going to go 96 on that 6 and 8. 6, 4, 6, 2. And dice out. And we got a 6, 4, 10 on the end. That is Waylon's best friend. Oop. I put in the wrong dice set. We're gonna have to fix that. So we go with a 6, 4, 6, 2. Yep, and then we ended up with a 6, 4 result. Looks good. And that's gonna be no help for us on our bets. 6, 4, 6, 2. And dice out. That one kicked out, but we got a 3-3 hard 6. So that'll get us out of the shooter again. And that is going to be a winner 6. So we'll be coming out looking for a new point. And once we get a new point established, we'll bring our bets down and we're going to go to 160 across. So we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Box numbers will turn off, no line bets. This is roll number 5. We got out of the shooter again. So that's a good thing. And we have a 167 on the come out. That's a good double pitch of the dice. That's a pass line winner, come out natural. And still looking for a point. This is shooter number 5. Face up. Slightly short on the landing zone. Another double digit. 3-3 hard 6. That is like the hot Hardway for the day. Almost makes you want to put some money on it, but we're not. So we're going to take our bets down, and then we'll go at 160 across. And we're going to start trend betting upwards from here. 6-4, 6-2 is our dice set. And all bets set. On 0.6. Again, a little bit short. We have a ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3 craps. Good morning, Dan. DDD just checked in. 6462. A little bit different story today. Started off a little slow. We're starting to pick it up as we go, though. And all that set. Face up. Ooh, slightly long. A 4-4 hard 8. Square pair. So that is another number that's showing it's up a couple times here. So we'll go to $42 on that 8. Six four, 6-2. So we started off kind of slow, and now we're starting to hit those inside numbers. The 5, 6s, and 8s are all hot today. So that's 14, 19 out of 35 rolls has been one of those 3 numbers. Dice up. And we have a 2, 4, 6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. That left eye took off on us, and that's gonna be a winner 6. So that will allow us to press that 6 up to $42, and we're going to turn all of our bets off until we get a new point established. 14 is 36. Expectation is. So press that 6 up 42. Turn the bets off. Again, 6-4, 6-2. And dice out. So what you're saying is that we're one over expectation here, Dan. There we go. And we got 3-6-9. That is the easy 9 to soft frank. So let's mark that point of 9. And that'll turn all of our bets back on now. Good morning, Badlands. Six, 4, 6-2. And we'll go all bets set. Days off. And we have a 2-3-5, Justice 5. That's a single pitch towards us on that. I'm sorry, that's both dice off axis again. That's another drift. Another drift right. We're gonna go at $35 on that 5. So 87 brought back to the rack, 194 on the table. And if I didn't make that stupid mistake with the Crapsee earlier, we would be at that break-even point where we started off the day. So we would be entering our profit stage now. Since I made a stupid mistake on Crapsee, we're still down for the day. That was terrible. And all bets set. Pays up. Cross on a 6-3-9. Another easy 9, soft frank, and that is a winner 9. And I messed up on entry. There we go. Enter it incorrectly. 6-4-6-2, 6-3-9. Primary on top on the left eye, explosion on the right. And then we're going to go to $60. We're going to $35 on that 9, and then we'll turn all of our box numbers off and wait for a new point to be established. 6-4, 6-2. And we'll go dice out. And we have a 4-1-5, another truck and camper. Single pitch away on the left die and a double pitch on the right die. Good morning, John. No headaches today. That's good. So hopefully you'll be back doing your show again today. We all missed you. Now, John, did you say that you got a new job now? And if you did, let us know. Let us know. Because we're excited. We're all praying for you. But we threw a 5 on it. That set a new point here. So let's go all bets set. All of our box numbers are turned back on. Days out. Slightly long on that. We have another 4-4 hard 8 square pair. Single pitch away on that left die. And that's going to be an implosion on the right side. So we're at 16, 24 out of 41 rolls has been a 5, 6, or 8. You're working a contract right now. Okay, awesome. So you're back at it for the moment. That is awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So we hit an 8 there. We're going to go to $60 on that 8. 6, 4, 6, 2. Now that's set. That's all. Crossed again on us. Another double degen. 3, 3 hard 6. Perfect. That's probably our 5th or 6th hard 6 today out of the 9 that we threw. 9 6s. So we'll go to, so if I took my money down right now, I would be up $260. So we made gold today. And the reason I say I would be up that because of the mistake. So if I took my money down right now, it'd be down $1 less than what it says my start make roll is. But we made that mistake earlier on where I lost $261 on that stupid entry mistake on Crapsee. But we're going to keep on going here. We're going to go up to $60 on that 6. Again, 6, 4, 6, 2. And I will say I made gold for the day. So that is awesome. But we're going to keep on playing here. We're going to keep on, see if I can make the goal even with the mistake here. It's out. Should take my money down. 1, 6, 7. So that is the gut instinct that you need to follow. So I'm going to say that I made goal even though I didn't take my money down here. 6, 4, 6, 2. It's a 1, 6 result. So that was a good roll. Double pitch of the dice and finish it off there. And we're going to keep on going here. We got another 13 minutes left here. That was a sharpshooter reward on that one. That brought our SR up, SOR up, and our SRR up a little bit. That was suffering a little bit in the beginning. Thank you, Trampy. And we'll call this all bet set. We got 21, 23, 22, 21 people on Crapsee. It's starting to drop down as I was watching the numbers there. Pull the dice up. And we have 314. That is the Big Joe from Wisconsin. As Jeff would say. So let's mark the point of 4. My base bet is 220 inside, Dan. And what I do is I'm looking for inside hit. And then I'll press up the number that's hit as well as the sister number. And then as soon as I get a second hit, or if I get another hit on one of the pressed up numbers, I come down, I go to 160 across. If I don't get a repeat on the number that's pressed up, then I'll press up the other inside numbers, and then that's actually a profit brought back to the rack in addition to the 160. So we'll see how it works here. This is shoot number 6. We've gone out of the shooters. 3 out of 5 shooters have gone past that break-even point. So 6, 4, 6, 2. Hopefully that makes sense. But I will explain it as I go here. Dice out. A little bit long here. And we got a OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. So it'll be one of the bookends. There's a primary and top on both sides. I didn't like the way that dice came down and landed, though. That was didn't look pretty, but I guess it's effective somewhat. So this could be no help for us. 6, 4, 6, 2. And I'll bet set. Dice out. 3. They land on top of each other. 6, 5 minmo. Yo, we might get that tall going here. We're working our way down the order. We're on top on that left side, and that's going to be a single pitch towards us on the right side. Again, no help for our bets. 6, 4, 6, 2. Now when the dice landed they almost landed on top of each other. So that means I'm twisting my wrist a little bit here. And we need to get rid of that habit. Dice out. And 5, 2, 7. Ouch. I feel that one. So one more shooter will go, and then we'll call it wraps for the day. It sounds like John will be doing a show again today. So that way, once we get done here, you guys can jump over onto his channel and watch him do his daily paycheck, followed up by the coffee run after that. So we're going to switch our bets around today. Normally, like I said, the whole entire day we did 220 inside so far. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go 320 across. But let's get our point established here first. And I'll bet set. We're going to do a little bit different of a betting pattern this time. 6, 4, 6, 2. Dice out. Nice kissed again. 5, 4, hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. So let's mark the point of 9. It's going to be another drift of the dice, but this time it's drifting left instead of right. So let's go 320 across, including. Let's be $50 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, 60 on the 6 and 8, 6, 4, 6, 2. All bet set. So. Again, those dice cross. 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. And it's been another drift of the dice, but this time it's drifting right instead of left. Having a lot of dice drifting this way. Yeah, I brought the SRR up again a little bit, Craig, from what it was. Hopefully it continues to rise here throughout the remainder of the program. 6, 4, 6, 2. That was a 5 that we hit. And that was $70 brought back. So let's do 66 inside pressure. So we're just doing something a little bit different on this shooter here. And I'll bet set. Now, Dan, what I do is on the level 4 of the program here, I start off with a $60 6 and 8. I actually press them up to 96 each, the first press. And then if I hit it again, then I'll bring it down and I'll go down to like 160 across. So that gives me like $180 some brought back to the rack with 160 on the table then. So that pays for my bets. So hopefully that makes sense. Say so. And 527. Damn it. So we're gonna probably call it quits there with the show. We got up to go. I kept betting now, something I recommend that you do not do. If you get to go cower up, get to the cage, do that type of stuff, and don't spend your money. Don't give it back to the casino or to Crapsee for that matter. But let's go through our statistics for the day. We had 7 shooters. We had 2 decent rolls in the center there. That 8 wasn't that bad either, shooter number 3, but we ended up with an SOR today of 7.1, SRR of 5.6, 2 come out 7s today. Strong numbers were that 5, 6, and 8, and slightly the 7. We threw a ton of hard 6s today, but box numbers and inside numbers are high today. 4s and 10s are low, come out 7s are low, horns are low, fields are low, and hardways were in the red on the top there. I had better confidence today. I tell you what, I was a little bit tired from last night from work, and I really felt that the further we went into the show, especially on these last 2 shooters, and that I don't want to use that as an excuse, but that is reality. But anyhow, as of yesterday, at the end of the show, we had 4,874 throws on black belt. Our SOR did drop below that 9.5 mark for the first time on a black belt here, and that was because of all those damn 7s that we had yesterday. But we're at a 9.49 SOR, a 6.66 SRR, and a 6.60 BSR. So hopefully we can get those numbers back up again, and they'll be hopefully getting closer to that goal the further we get into the black belt program here. But thanks for jumping in today, everybody, and playing along with Crapsee. It was a slow day on that. Make sure you give me a thumbs up on the way out. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. We'll see everybody back tomorrow. Have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.